Happy Friday night there, everyone. It sure is nice to see all of you. Hope everybody's had a good week and you're ready for the weekend. So it is really fun to see all of you here. Thanks for coming. And Jeffrey, we are really happy to see you. I told Gordon, if Jeffrey does not show up, I'm going to send him an email because we've missed you. And so it's really nice to see you here. But it's nice to see Hetty, Larry, all of you, Maudie, Tim and Cindy and girls. It's really good to see. And Betty. It's really good to see all of you. So what do I want to talk to you about today? We've got the upcoming British Isles cruise. Oh, he's going to enjoy his 2 bags of laundry on Celebrity next September. I'm excited for you. I think this move by the Royal Caribbean Group is awesome. And I hope that Carnival Corp follows suit. That would be wonderful. I think it would be really nice. To me, those are the 2. Tell me what you think. But I think those are like the 2 biggest corporations, like groups that hold cruise lines, that would really, we would all feel the greatest impact from is if they also did that loyalty matching. And I was thinking about it from an economic standpoint, and you think of what it is that they actually have to give up to make people happy, to meet that loyalty level. And with Jeffrey, it's 2 bags of laundry. If you're doing laundry anyway, throw in 2 more bags and make somebody happy and maybe try your cruise line, right? So I was wondering what people would maybe enjoy on Princess. And so if you thought that they were going to match, like platinum, take the platinum or like the, whatever star level you are, Mariner with Holland America, and match it with Princess. Maybe it would cost them a bag of laundry, half off on the Wi-Fi. I don't know. I think that half off on the Wi-Fi is a really good perk that Princess offers. So,
well, the mini bar.
Let me know. Yeah, that's very nice as well. And that they'll switch it all out for Diet Coke for you if you want, or bottles of water, or whatever your thing is. Yeah, I think that's really nice. But it'll be really fun to see if down the road they report. I don't know if they will publicly report, but I am sure they're going to track people that have only sailed perhaps like Royal Caribbean are going to try Celebrity and vice versa. And it'll be fun to see, just where that takes them and if they think it's good. And in the long run, like I said, I don't think that wouldn't cost them a lot to take good care of people that try them out. Yeah. So that's what I think. Let's see. We've got Ray and Linda are back from their Grand Mediterranean voyage that they had. I was wondering when you guys were back. I accidentally left it on my desk. So they sent us an ornament. So I'll make sure that I show that on Monday night for the Sun Princess. So it was really nice of you. Thank you. We're going to hang it on our Christmas tree this year. So Doug from Simi Valley is going on a solo cruise on the Ruby out of Vancouver, September 3rd. Want to know if the community wants to connect. Oh, you're awesome, Doug. Yeah, I think it's really special when people in the Let's Go family. I really think the best way that we're going to do that moving forward would probably be like on Facebook, say that you're going to go, or here on the live, see who's going to come. And I'm happy whenever somebody tells me, if you want me to put in a video that, on whatever cruise it is, we're going to meet, at 5 p.m. in the Piazza on this night, I'll mention it so that everybody knows to come. But it is really nice. It's like meeting family members. So
yeah, it is.
I'm really excited. So Kathy, it is so good to see you. Really good to see you. Kathy and her husband were going to get to come on the British Isles, and then they couldn't. So I'm really happy to see you here.
Kathy says, almost didn't recognize you in a light color.
Oh, I know. It's weird, isn't it? I almost changed. I'm trying really hard to do some more light colors. It just kills me, though. Black is my thing. So anyway, thank you very much. And then Trish, good to see you. And Becky from San Diego. Yeah, Jeffrey, I just figured you must be busy with work. Maybe you had family things going, but we're happy to have you back. Yep. And so, Keith Ann and Jeffrey, Keith Ann and Jerry, sorry, are here. They're going to come with us. I can't wait to see you. So some of you are getting together the night before down in Southampton, and I love you all. We just have some new people, new to Princess, that are going to be staying in Heathrow, and so I want to keep good track of them and make sure we all get on the transfer and come down together because they're new to Princess. So that's what Gordon and I are going to do. We were going to fly in the day before, but then I think I've mentioned that Delta changed that nonstop. So we're going to go in an extra day. So we're just going to go sightseeing in London both Thursday and Friday and then come right down to Southampton early on Saturday because I want to be early. Even if I have to wait at the port, I'd rather wait at the port than wait at the hotel. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, we've got, did I say hi to Matt? And there's Mead 106 in Phoenix. Let me tell you what it is here. It's 77 right now.
Today was a perfect day.
It was really nice today. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was sitting in my office gazing out the window, and she calls me, and I thought you were coming home early. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right.
It's time to come.
That was
for him early is like at 4.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like it was 1. So anyway, thank you. Thanks, Trish. Thank you all for watching. I keep trying to think of what you would like to see the most. And so let me know when you have things you think I should talk about. I've got a couple of things in mind that I'm going to talk about tomorrow. And I've thought of some things already for Monday. But if there are things that are valuable to you, let me know. So I'm not so much the entertainer, as I've said before. So I can't draw people in that way, but hopefully with the information you'll come. So Mead says the half off the Wi-Fi. That's right. That's right. So you buy a package, you get what it says in the package for that many dollars. But if you don't get a package, you get half off on the Wi-Fi. It's really nice. Yeah. Yeah. So Mead, that Discovery Princess out of Seattle on July 27th is our group cruise to Alaska. So we're going on that. So yeah, make sure you say hey.
He's going to celebrate his 6th birthday.
It's funny how years creep up on you, isn't it? You just go along. Tanya, good to see you. It's really, and Don and Scotty, Code 4 for Life. Nice to see you.
They've got their medallions.
Oh, you guys, you got your Carnival Corp onboard credit and the medallion. So now you just have to pack. We haven't packed yet either.
You haven't packed? You haven't packed?
Have you?
No.
So, yeah, we're really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I laid out my suitcase.
In fact, today I switched some of the one of the excursions. Mm-hmm. So we had an excursion in Portland. So that's the first port is Portland, and got rid of that, booked private for that day. Then for in Glasgow, Scotland, we had I can't remember. It was to go see some manor house. Mm-hmm. And the last time we were there, we went on Best of the Highlands, Scottish Highlands tour, and we loved it. Had the best day. Everything about that day was absolutely wonderful. And so I looked at the excursion that we have and thought, you know what? So I canceled it, and there were spots left for the Best of the Scottish Highlands. So we're going to do that again. I'm sure it'll be a little bit different. It'll be a different time of year. And, it'll just be nice. We'll have a different tour guide. We'll, I'm sure, see some different things. So we rearranged even today, and tonight I'm going to finish looking again. So
yeah,
I call Core at work. He has this crazy lady calling him saying, I'm not sure about that. I'm going to switch this now. And to his credit, he says, whatever you'd like. So,
well, then she says, well, what would you like to do? And I said, well, whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah, it's really nice to me.
I have no preference. I do once in a while, I guess.
Yeah. So anyway, we are really happy
with
I
drag her
medallions. So yeah. Let's see. For $99. Oh, your dad is 99, Jeffrey, World War II vet. Oh, we had
wow.
Oh, your father-in-law. I am so sorry. I am glad everything is okay. It's amazing how independent that generation is, isn't mm-hmm. it? Really, to their credit, but hard to manage sometimes, right? So, but I hope that I have that much pluck if I make it to that age. Yeah. So.
Well, that's good.
Let's see who's talking. Oh, they're talking about Oceania. It's their videos. So if you want to know about Oceania, take a look at the food and everything, you should definitely watch Code 4 for Life, because they went, and like I always say about them, they're qualified to comment on the food. So it's a really good one. So, and Ted and Brenda, good to see you guys. Larry has a question. I'll go first, sweetheart.
This question up here.
Oh, okay. I like that Disney gives me half bathrooms on a regular Veranda room. Other than Disney, what cruise line would you recommend that has a fairly large regular Veranda room?
The Sun Princess has the deluxe balcony only. They don't have standard balcony. And we enjoyed that. Had that
very much so. Really enjoyed that. That was really nice. I like that. You give up some of the space in order to accommodate that. You do give up closet space, which the Sun Princess closet now is It's kind of small.
Mm-hmm.
They've got drawers, though. You can hang up enough stuff. And I just folded some things that I probably would have usually hung up. I overpacked for just a short cruise, but you never know what you're going to need. So I'm trying to think. Anybody else have any other?
Well,
it's
the
nice to see
bathroom on the
Hat
Sun
Box.
Princess was larger. Because
oh, it was. And it was really pretty. I liked it.
Larger showers.
Fairly large, regular veranda room. I don't know. I really enjoyed Celebrity when I was on Celebrity. They have a nice room.
The Celebrity Beyond.
We were in a porthole balcony there. I wouldn't say that was large. And like when you go between, like if you're going to go around the bed to get over to the balcony, you had to like kind of turn side. Like it's not wide enough to just walk straight. So anyway, if anybody else wants to throw anything in there. Do you know if Viking will be giving on board credit for stock ownership? You know what? I haven't seen anything about that, but I have wondered about that. So I'm positioning ourselves to get that. So I think Viking, like so in my video today, I talked about Viking again. And yesterday, if anybody mixed it, I talked about Viking. So Viking has always been fabulous ever since they started. They have been known to do a really good job, but you know what? They are movers and shakers, and they were before. Don't be mistaken, they were before. But with going public and then the infusion of money that they have, and I talked about where they sit as a cash position yesterday, they are going. I am watching Viking. There's a lot to come, and I have no insider information. No. So like talking of, if I. Buying stock, I don't have anything inside. I'm just looking at what they're doing. Yeah.
It's just an interest in it.
Very much so. So we're trying to, with getting Azamara in September, that's when I really wanted to do. And I'm trying to figure out how to add Viking sooner than later. So that's on our schedule. And I know you guys have done Viking, Keith, Ann, and Jerry. So I'll talk to you more about that when I see you next week.
So Larry had a question.
Let's see. Do you think it makes good business sense for Carnival to follow Royal? Oh, yes.
I think it would.
Because, often I get people asking me, and, we talk about Princess the most here out of the other cruise lines, but a lot of people will ask if they can get loyalty level matching on Holland America. And so I think that would help. Clearly, Holland America is trying to pull in some new customers because as Mark and Melanie mentioned on Monday night, they got the offer, and then it was followed by some other people mentioning it as well. They got the offer for a free interior. Of course, I'm sure you have to pay for your port fees and taxes, but to not have to pay any cruise fare to go on a cruise like that, they are clearly trying to pull in new guests. And Alaska is Holland America's big thing. And the other thing, I think Holland and Hetty, she knows Holland America inside and out. But Holland America has remarkable itineraries. So I think if you coupled sharing the loyalty and help get the word out, which I try to do about Holland America's itineraries, I think you have some really unbeatable things. And you know what else? I forgot to put it in my video today, but this matches with everything I told you today. Viking is going to do cruises that go between the Great Lakes and down to Antarctica. Like, how cool is that? It's because the ships that they're sailing in the Great Lakes are their expedition ships that they sail in Antarctica during when it's not Antarctica season. They are in the Great Lakes. So anyway, I think there's a lot going on there, and I think we all have to pay a lot of attention. One thing I think is going to be really fun to see and really interesting, and there's so many factors that play into this, but it'll be fun to see as they increase their capacity for taking guests, what the prices do. And I think, of course, that's going to be related to what it does with cruising in general, but it'll be fun to see what the demand looks like for that as well, and if the pricing goes down a little bit or where they stand. So yeah, all these things to think about. So anyway,
is that a question?
Oh, Nola, yes. So yesterday in my video I talked about that. Yes, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, wasn't it yesterday, their official announcement that they do. So Princess has partnered with some of their fancy chefs in order to offer some fancy new beverages, and theirs are alcoholic beverages. I thought it was really cool that Seabourn, I also talked
Seabourn
about
was the one that had the
Seabourn is doing the non-alcoholic, which I love because it kind of looks like maybe there's going to be a little bit more demand for non-alcoholic beverages, or maybe it's just going to be a recognized demand, realizing that people will really enjoy that and that they'll maybe choose their cruise line to try that. I don't know. I do feel like on the Sun Princess, I feel like they missed a window there with that, because they had 200 new or 300, close to 300 new cocktails,
Over
a lot
200,
of new cocktails that they introduced in alcoholic beverages with the Sun Princess coming online. They completely missed that non-alcoholic, like the mocktail thing, because I would ask, what do you have that matches with that? And no, not really.
Yeah.
I had really nice bartenders that were happy to, try to make something, and sometimes they were good, sometimes not so much. But anyway, I think it's awesome. So I don't know if I have my notes right here, but watch my video from yesterday. I talked about it.
And in the Magic Place, what's that called?
Oh yeah, in the Spellbound.
Yeah, Spellbound. We did have some really good mocktails.
That's true. Thanks for saying that. Thank you. Yep, in Spellbound, they did do a really good job, because they have cocktails unique to Spellbound. You're not getting them anywhere else in the world other than on the Sun Princess in Spellbound. But they had really good mocktails as well that were created just for that venue as well. So thanks for saying that, Nola. And we've got, hey, Bill and Renee, sure nice to see you. Waiting Snoop Dogg. Oh, you guys are at a concert? That's great. Look at you. Have a nice time. Yeah. Let's see. James says, going on the Discovery September 14th. This is the cruise that the dining is changing. Oh, how's it going to work? Can we rebook? So Princess, when they made that announcement that they're going to change how they manage those 3 main dining rooms on each ship, they said that June 17th would be the day that you could rebook your dining again. So if you're going to go on the Discovery Princess September 14th, on the June 17th, theoretically, you're going to be able to book that dining. So that's what I would do. But you'll have a main dining room for traditional diners that want the same time, same table every night. And then you'll have one for people that want to make reservations for different times, different evenings. And the other one you can walk up. Exactly.
I think that's going to be
I think it's a really good idea.
Change,
it's a really good idea.
I'm really excited to see it in action. We did enjoy it on the Sun for the few days we were there, but I think it's going to make a nice change.
It is, and you know what? If you don't miss my video from today, okay, there's changes coming afoot. Somebody that was on the Sun Princess let me know. Then I pursued it, and they're coming. And so it's really exciting. And I think it's, even though that ship just started sailing, at the end of February there, I wouldn't say they're long awaited changes, but I think they're clear changes that everybody was kind of hoping would happen.
Made a lot of sense.
Make perfect sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. What are we talking about? Oh, there you are. I hope you guys just had the best time, Ray and Linda. Do you have an outline of the Coral Princess? I'm looking for something to make for the Ocean to Ocean group cruise. You know what? Gordon could get you one. Yeah. We make our own. We take what's on the deck plan on Princesses. We'll make you one.
It has a
remind me to send it to you.
But we can adjust it.
And if I forget, remind me to do it when we get home. Okay. If we don't have time to do it before we go on this cruise coming up, we're coming back June 23rd. Yeah. So after that, we'd be delighted to send that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Colette says Holland America has the bigger balcony rooms and a bigger bathroom. They do. So I would compare. I'm trying to decide if the closet is bigger on Holland America or on the Sun Princess. I like the closets on the Sun Princess better than I do on Holland. I've been on the Eurodom and the Koningsdam. Those are the 2 Holland America ships I've been on. But if I had to just choose, I would probably take the Sun Princess closet. Not that it even matters, but thank you for saying that. Yeah, we're going to have a really fun time. So Ray is talking about the Coral Princess Panama Canal group cruise we're going to do. It's from Los Angeles to Fort Lauderdale, and we're going to go on February 21st next year. So, and it's through the historic locks. So that's going to be epic. I'll use that word for that voyage.
To have you with us.
We would. We've got some Let's Go family members coming, but it's going to be fantastic. So
Holly's got a question.
Oh, wait 1 minute. I want to say something about what Trish said. So Trish, here's what I've got for you. Choose your Carnival ship wisely. I think that has a lot to do with you. No, not that any of them are bad, But it's that thing of just navigating what it is that you want. When I was talking with someone on the phone the other day, they said, "Oh, you spoke favorably of Carnival." And I was thinking, well, like it was a surprise.
Interesting comment.
Well, no, it's because I think they probably thought, oh, and I will admit, when I first was going to go, I thought, oh, I'm not quite sure. But I went on the Celebration, which was their newest ship until they got that Jubilee. And I was pleasantly surprised, to be quite frank. Beautiful ship, amazing crew. The food was actually really good. And I enjoyed it. It was really nice. There were a lot of dining venues. I love the way they do their dining. So if you want to eat at one of their, so they do it a little bit different. It's not casual dining, but they have several venues that it's not very expensive at all to have dinner at. And so when you decide you want to eat at one of those, you just put your name in the app and whoever is going to join you on the ship, and then they notify you 15 minutes from when your table will be ready. So you've got time to go over there. You don't have to go stand there and wait. You don't have to decide that maybe at that night you want to eat at 8 o'clock. You can just put your name in when you're ready. Loved that. So anyway, but I do think that you would want to choose your cruise and your ship.
Yeah, because you talked quite highly favorably about like the chicken, the Shack's chicken.
Oh, see, this is really good. And then they have the hamburger place. The taco bar was okay. It was okay. It was okay.
Yeah.
But the Shack's chicken is really good.
Place is that?
It's that guy, name? Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives guy. What is his name? In real life, I know. But anyway, it was good. Very basic though. Yeah, really basic on the hamburgers, but they were really good. They were good. So, how long, Holly wants to know, does it usually take to get credit for a canceled port excursion? Princess canceled the port and you're waiting for the credit. Holly, sometimes it can take quite a while, or if you booked another excursion, they might apply it to it. So like today, maybe you didn't book another, but today when I canceled one excursion and booked another one, so I canceled because you can't schedule excursions on top of each other for the same time. So I canceled the one
programming, right?
So I canceled the one and then hurried up and did the other, and they applied what I had paid because I just did it. Boom, boom. They applied what we had paid towards the new one, and I just had to pay because what we chose instead cost more. So I paid the difference. But you know what? It can take a while. We canceled because they weren't canceling it. Our excursion for the port there in Victoria on the Discovery Princess at the end of July, and it's not come back yet, and it's been like a month. It's been quite a while. So I'm very confident it'll come back at some point. I just don't know when. So, yeah, and I should look and see, but we haven't booked any other excursions since then. Oh, thanks, Guy's Burgers. And you know what else I want to tell you? So if you are going on the group cruise to Alaska and you want to do the 360 with a group, we're doing it at 5 o'clock on Juno night. I've signed up. And when I went to do it this week, that's the only day that has any availability at this point. So they had 5 and 7:30 open. I think it's 7:30 for a 360, but I'm signed up. So if anybody wants to come, you're very welcome to sign up and join us. So it's going to be fun. I enjoyed it enough that I would like to do it again. So we're going to. Oh, Sue went ahead and booked that historic American Land and Sea on Princess. So the land package looks great for history buffs using the future cruise credit. Oh, good for you. So Sue was going to be on the Sun Princess, like the second cruise. She was on the Sun Princess inaugural that they canceled like 4 days before it sailed. So I'm glad you found something good. I'm glad you found, something that you will enjoy. Somebody asked me if I was going to do a group one of those for 2026. And I hadn't quite decided. So if anybody would be interested in that, let me know. A lot of the places that you go to, they're all very important historic places there. They're places that as our children were growing up, we would fly into Washington, D.C. And then like one time we stayed 2 weeks and covered that region. Yeah. We took them to see everywhere there. And Gordon and I have done it a couple of times since everybody's been grown up. But it's really a very cool area to visit. So we've done it in the car, so maybe we should see it from the ocean. Yeah. I don't know. So anyway, so Mead would try Holland America if they would match. Sounds like Jeffrey would as well. Hey, Joy, can you talk about the sanctuary class on the new Princess ships? So, I've talked about that in some videos. So take a look Sanctuary collection
Here,
in my video score, and I'll put it up. The main deal is that they are turning the sanctuary into an area that is only accessible by guests who are booked in the sanctuary collection. So that's one take home on that. The other really big deal is that all of the bookings that will be made for a sanctuary collection cabin will include the premier package. When you look at the difference in the cruise fare for what those are before and after, it makes sense. It should include the premier package for how much more it costs. There are 215 cabins on the Sun Princess that will be in the sanctuary collection. So I'm anxious to see how they will be regulating how often you can use that sanctuary, how you sign up. It says you will access it using your medallion, of course. But it'll be interesting to see how all of that works. You get to use that sanctuary collection dining room, which will be sounds like one dining room. And so listen to my video from today. But those are the main things. And so if you are already booked on a cabin that will be included in that, so it's your M1 and M2 mini suites and then the suites. If you've already booked, you will get to be in that area of the ship and enjoy everything, but you don't automatically get the premier package added. If you want it, you'll need to add it. So let me know what questions you've got about it. And to me, you know what it is? It is Princess just paying attention to what people want. So as you watch what people really enjoy on Celebrity, going in the retreat, what people like, just on all the different cruise lines, every time people sail, often they're looking for a different experience than another cruiser, right? Sometimes we're all looking, we all go to see new places, have a nice relaxing time, meet new people, just have a fun time. But sometimes you probably want to relax a little bit more. You're celebrating something, whatever it is. It can dictate if you're going to book that retreat or if you're going to book, just a regular balcony or an interior, whatever it is. And so I think Princess is really banking on that. They will get people that will want to go enjoy that sanctuary, enjoy everything that goes with it. And it'll just be kind of, some people think that it's like this class system on a cruise ship. I don't think it's that at all. I think it is simply choosing your experience. And I feel like we all do that all the time, right? Based on what we do, we're choosing our experience. And this is just another example of that. I really feel like people who are sailing in a balcony will be taken really good care of as well. When we were on the Sun Princess, what an amazing crew they have. They did a really good job to make everybody feel like they were well taken care of, like they were special, that it mattered that they were there. And so I think that will just continue. Maybe a little bit more, you go to that sanctuary collection dining room and they say you won't have to wait to be seated like they've done the reserve up until now. But and by the way, people keep asking me, nope, so far that is just on the Sun and it will be on the Star. So. Right.
Well, and you think about when we were on the Island Princess and they have the reserved dining in a corner of the dining room. Well, we got to experience some of that because they made a special dinner for us that one night. The guy who did.
Oh, you know what? The guy who's the maitre d', or like they call him now, I guess, dining room managers. He made Indian food for us because he's from India. Yeah. And he would also do some of the cooking. You know how when you're on all the regular Princess ships, they offer a menu item in that reserved dining area that is not offered to everyone else. Some nights he was the one cooking it, but one evening he made Indian food for us, and it was absolutely delicious. So
we got to enjoy some of that.
Yeah, it was really good. So
and here's the
Michael,
the link to our video about Sanctuary Collection.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Code for life. You guys have 4 Holland America cruises next year.
Wow.
You guys jumped in with both feet. That's really fun.
So Jacob's asking a question here about
best hotel in Seattle for an Alaskan cruise. You know what, Jacob? I would say it doesn't matter so much. I would say look at what you want to do before or after the cruise and choose your hotel based on that. If you're just flying, like we fly in the night before and then we go get on the ship. So we just stay somewhere by the airport. We've stayed at, there's 2 Hampton Inns that are right by the Seattle airport. We've stayed at the Hilton. That is literally when you're on the shuttle going to another hotel, you're going to see it right over there. You can walk there or use their shuttle at the Hilton. But then this time we're staying at the
Hilton Garden Inn.
The Hilton Garden Inn. It's because we have a lot of points on Hilton, so we like to get more, good status there. So we just tend to do that. But But downtown, if you want to go see things downtown, there's a really nice, I think it's still the Westin. I haven't stayed there since before COVID. They've got a Hilton downtown. There's a lot of good places. So
up by the Space Needle, by
oh yeah, I've got
Washington Lake, Union Lake, maybe. There's quite a few, and just standard name brand hotels, Hyatts, and
so I would just pay attention if you're staying downtown. You know what? Just be cautious.
Yeah,
that's what I would say. Be cautious. So, yeah, I hope that helps. Connie, my husband and I are looking at purchasing stock. Do we each have to have our own stock under separate names? Oh, so our brokerage account is in both of our names, and it doesn't matter. They can see it's ours. And you know what? So if you own 100 in your name and your husband owns 100 in his name, you both can't get the stock on board credit. Just one can. And so we just always submit it. Whoever is doing it, it's usually Gordon. And but it says both of our names on there. But when I've cruised with our daughter before that Gordon didn't come, submitted this brokerage statement with both of our names on it, and they just put it in my name and put it on the cabin. So it doesn't matter how you own
I made a link. You'll see it coming up shortly to our stock perks video.
Yeah,
that tells you the process.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. The stock perks. Once you do it the first time, then you kind of learn how it works.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you a glitch that Princess has. If you refer a cruise and the stock on shareholder onboard credit was there, sometimes, not always, sometimes it falls off. So you just have to watch it. So let's see. Hey, Tammy. 50, 60s until Norway. I am so excited. Any opinions on the NCL getaway out of New Orleans? We've never sailed NCL before. So DMAC, we have done the breakaway out of New Orleans. And New Orleans, I think, is such a cool place to sail out of because you go down the Mississippi River for a while. So you get to see
about 8 hours.
Yeah, it's quite a ways. Yeah. And so when we left like in the afternoon.
Which means you have phone coverage the entire time.
It was really nice. So you should see, if you want to see what it looks like, we did a live sail away.
Oh, let me find that video.
Oh, good for you, dear. And so anyway, it was beautiful though. So by the time we were getting in the Gulf, it was pitch dark outside, but then on the way back we got to see it, so that was really fun. New Orleans is a fun place to visit anyway. We did some sightseeing the day before and went downtown and drove around, saw a lot of things, and then the next day we left on the cruise. So Norwegian, I think that this comes down to the thing again of choosing what kind of experience you want when you're on board the ship. Lately, I'll admit I've been a little bit disenchanted with Norwegian, and I'll tell you a thing that's so, cruising is so subjective, and you all know I love Princess, thoroughly enjoy it, but at the same time, Norwegian was fine. Norwegian was fine. I don't like what they've done with their crew, paying them less, cutting crew. I've had people share experiences with me lately that passengers have clearly not been taken care of. So I'm not dying to go on Norwegian again. At the same time, I realize a lot of people sail on Norwegian every week, have a fantastic time. And so I don't think it's across the board that things aren't going well, but Norwegian is great. They're they have like several dining options on all of their ships. The entertainment that they have is good. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just kind of thinking about how you want to navigate what you want to do. So I would say, tell me who you enjoy the most. Have a talk with your travel agent, and so that you can kind of navigate that a little bit better. That's what I would say. But like I said, we've been on Norwegian twice, enjoyed them both. So once out of Miami, was it Miami or Fort Lauderdale?
For the other
Norwegian,
NCL?
like on the Encore. What was that?
That was in Miami.
And then another one was out of New Orleans. Yeah. But we had a great time on both. I would do it again. I thoroughly enjoyed. But yeah, it's just that thing of making sure that you get what it is that you're looking
on
for.
Both of those, I remember thinking when we got to the port that they didn't let us on till nearly noon or 1, whereas we'd been used to with Princess to be able to get on at 10:30 and 11
That's
o'clock.
True. And when we got over to the port there in New Orleans, the line was
Yeah.
Very, 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 very long.
So,
and we came on the time we were supposed to come.
Right. And not that that's bad, but just be aware that that may happen more, because I remember as we disembarked off both ships, they actually had us almost an hour later than what we would have thought with Princess.
Yeah.
So that
we kind of walked around the whole ship to get off.
Yeah. They used the ship as the line.
But it's okay. That doesn't ruin a cruise. It doesn't ruin a cruise.
No.
So anyway, Keith, Ann, and Jerry. So if y'all haven't been following, when on the Regal Princesses, so she set sail again May 27th. So they're guests on board, but on the sailing before, they did not get to go to the port there in Le Havre because the dock workers were on strike. So they just missed a day. They ended up with a sea day. So we're really hopeful that on our cruise we'll get to go. I'm really anxious to hear if they get to go on this next cruise as well. But I've been following along. It looks like they're not listed to be on strike. So I guess we'll just kind of see.
Because this is the 80th anniversary next week.
It is.
Of D-Day.
It is. So. And this whole year is special there. I've been reading a lot about that. They have a lot of special things going on in that region for it.
Well, and like Jeffrey talking about his father-in-law as a World War II vet. My dad was involved in D-Day, dropping supplies. So
it's a big deal.
It is.
Such a big deal. So anyway, would you love? Well, oh, Richard. Hey, Pat. It's nice to see you guys. Yeah. So hopefully they're listening. Hopefully they'll think about it and get more people moving. Oh, this is just fun. Thank you, Trish. So Tom and Gail and Heidi and Mark and Trish and Michael are going to go, if you want to just go with the funnest people, August 19th, 2026 on the Sapphire. So it's this fabulous Transatlantic from Copenhagen. Like what? Copenhagen. It's part of a longer cruise. So if you have more time that you can be on board, that it's really reasonably priced. So if you want to go, it's a good time to sign up. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I just know that because I've had the pleasure of meeting Trish and Michael before. So they were on the Norwegian breakaway with us. And then I've had the pleasure to talk to Tom and Heidi. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Larry's got an interesting comment here about the matching of the status.
Big difference of 3 companies for Royal Caribbean and 9 for Carnival. You know what? You just wonder, and you wonder if they would even take a few that would cross over. Because I had that thought too, Larry. I thought it'd be weird for Princess, or to make Holland America match on Costa, or make,
But maybe take the top 3 of Princess, Holland America, and Carnival
and move those around a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like Jeffrey said, he gets 2 packs of free laundry.
Yeah.
Like what? And you're going to have a lot of people go on a 7-day cruise that don't even need 2 bags of laundry, right? So they wouldn't even need that perk. So anyway, just thanks. And it would be fun to see what they would do. So in my video yesterday, Gordon put up that chart that Royal Caribbean Group announced with that announcement of what they kind of how they would move some things over. And so it'd be fun to see at what level they would how many days you would have to have sailed, or what level of loyalty on on Carnival or Holland America you would have to do to be elite on Princess, and same with the others. So anyway, that would be awesome. Tim, oh, you want the info on that Transatlantic?
Or did they want the? Did they want that, or did they want the silhouette image? What do you want?
Tim and Cindy, they're the best. So let's see. Oh, you guys are so right. Code 4 for Life says Elite Lounge would be standing room only. A running stampede for cheese and crackers. Isn't it funny how sometimes just going somewhere and knowing that it's included or free, it's funny what that does with human nature, isn't it? Maybe people wouldn't even want cheese and crackers, but because they're included in the Elite Lounge, you have to go have some, I don't know. This is really funny, but we really haven't taken advantage of that. Maybe we'll have to try to remember to do that on the Regal Princess. Write it on our list so I can show people.
Okay.
I know that when our Let's Go family member Emil is on the Enchanted Princess, so many people want to know what's served in that Elite Lounge. And he is so generous with his time to go take pictures and show everybody. So we could try to do that on the Regal Princess, but it would be fun to know. Wouldn't it be fun to know like what percentage of people who are elite or could access the Captain's Circle Lounge, like, or have those get invited to the Captain's. No, I can't remember, but you know, that party they have.
Captain's Circle.
Yeah. And like what percentage of people go, because we don't go on every cruise. I've gone to a few, but not very many at all. So it's kind of like weighing out what else is going on at the same time and what else I need to do. And when we're in a group cruise, I don't always have time for that. So for better or for, I think it's better. It's not that big a deal. Let's see. Oh, here's Jeffrey. He says he predicted that Royal Caribbean would add Silver Sea. The reaction I got were, oh, there would be a mutiny. They would never do that. You know, you wonder, you know, I've thought about that because Silver Sea, you know, costs so much more, and trying to equate that. But you wonder, I'm not kidding. When I said in my video, I wonder if they're trying to increase brand loyalty to keep you sailing within a group. I really think that there is more to that than meets the eye. Because if you want to try the next level, well, you're going to go try an expensive cruise on Silver Seas before maybe looking at someone else, because you get that loyalty. And we have all noticed with loyalty, you know what? A little bit of loyalty and recognition goes a really long ways, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think it goes further than some days we realize.
Well, you remember how everybody was like, I don't get, you know, the bath essential.
Oh, the bath amenities.
Yeah.
And everybody was, so that used to be an elite perk
Yeah.
on Princess, and then they took them away. And here all these people are mad they don't get their bath amenities. Like,
and
what?
is it a big deal? Is it very expensive? No.
I don't think so. Well, clearly it's a line item on
It's
somebody's
enough.
budget,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. So Omid says every time he goes, there's 15 or 20 people in there. So see, that's not very many. That's not very many. Out of, you think of how many elite guests there are on a sailing to only have 15 or 20. That's why they just make a little cheese and crackers and put it out there for those who they'll make happy. So Geisberger. Oh, Sue, thank you for saying Geisbergers. Let's see.
Juno night is Mead's birthday.
Oh, it is really? Oh,
That's
you should just book and go on the 360 then. We're doing 5 o'clock because who we're joining is really generous and kind and didn't mind, because I want to be done. I have to get a dining time for our group when we get on board. And so my guess is we're going to get a later time given to us, which is really okay in Alaska. That's awesome. Yeah. But then I can be done in time to join everyone for dinner. Yeah. I won't need to eat a lot, but it'll be nice to see everybody. Also. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. So Ryan, let's see. Do you recall the straw situation on the Sun Princess? I'm not a fan of paper straws. It's nice to see you, by the way, Ryan. I was thinking of buying a pack of reusable ones. I would say take your own. If you don't like paper ones, everywhere is having paper now. Yeah. They are paper. I remember that because I hate paper straws. Like, I just don't drink out of them. I just take them. If they bring me a drink with them, I generally just take it out and put it on the napkin, because I don't like paper straws either. So yeah, bring yourself a pack. I noticed on another Facebook group that somebody, I think it was another one, I don't think it was ours, somebody said on the Island Princess, if you want straws, to bring your own, because they found like 2 straws during the course of their cruise. Wow. So I think we're to the point in time that if you're particular about your straws or you really want one, it's time to start bringing them. Yeah. Thank you for mentioning that,
Jeffrey
Ryan.
brings a glass
Thank you.
one.
Thank you.
I've seen stainless steel or whatever on Amazon.
I've seen plastic ones that reusable. Yeah. So I'm not I'm not going to pack a straw with me. I don't think so. Not that no one else should. Everybody do you.
Okay, that was that link for that.
Yeah, we're excited about your birthday.
And there's the link for the shareholder thing.
Oh, let's see what Ray has to say. He applied for onboard credit for the 14-day East-West Caribbean. It was applied about an hour after the best. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I should tell you with Ray, I bet you. So this was after you had initially gone through and had it applied to your Sun Princess cruise. What I want people to know is you enter your information in the app, and then you're going to get an email from Stock Perks, and then you have to, and once they say that it's been added, okay, then with us, you go back in the app again and apply that to your cruise. And so I need to do I need to do it. I think we did it already for the Regal Princess sailing, but we haven't for the Love Boat one yet. But I think that once you do it once, then it's slicker to do it again until they need a new statement. So, yeah. Oh, no, Trish. So if someone unexpectedly, you don't mean passing away on the ship, right? No. Well, here's the important thing. This is why you would want to have insurance. So if you don't have insurance of any kind and you don't go on your cruise, you're out. I don't think that it even, but if you have insurance, the passing of an immediate family member is a reason that you would get your money back. And so I'm always an advocate for insurance. And just because, I don't know, I think sometimes people think that if they can predict something, they'll get insurance. But to me, insurance is for the unpredictable things that happen in life. And you truly just have to learn how to manage your risk. I think that you look at how much a cruise costs and then you decide, do I want to have insurance on that? Or do I just want to have medical insurance? Gordon and I got us each a Geo Blue policy that is remarkable medical insurance for around the world. And so that will cover us for medical things. And so then you have to decide, do I care if I lose that much money if I don't have insurance? So, yeah, so you would need to have insurance. You can't just call, to my knowledge, you can't just call and say someone passed away and would like our money back, especially last minute. So if of course it happens outside the final payment window and you want to change your mind, then they get their money back. Does that make sense? Because refundable deposits are refundable up until you make your final payment. And then the closer you get, the more you lose. Does that help? Let me know if you got more questions about that, Trish. Let's see.
Jacob's got a question.
Okay. Is there a way to reserve a retreat area before you board going on the Discovery? So here's the thing. So on the Discovery Princess, what I think you're talking about with the retreat area is the sanctuary. And what you have to do is like make it the first place you go when you get on board and be early because people who are on from the sailing before would have already had the luxury of being able to sign up for the sanctuary. But I'm not kidding. On cruises that's where we want to use the sanctuary. We go as early as we can so that we can get on early. And then we really do. I usually will, have Gordon sit down with my carry-on and I just tear up as fast as I can to the sanctuary because it's first come, first serve. And you make your reservation, you get a lounger or a cabana, whatever it is you want. You actually choose which one you'll be sitting on based on availability. And so that's what I would say. That's what I would suggest. Just go there first before you do anything else.
I just posted a link to our video where it shows.
You're pretty handy.
Well, I'm trying to be on top of things this evening.
Just trying to make up for Monday night.
Don't bring it up.
Video.
Don't bring it up.
Okay.
Well, now you've got me flustered. Anyway, it's when we got on the Caribbean Princess. It shows us walking. I didn't
know I could fluster you.
Oh yeah. Okay. 38 years now. Plus.
Of flustering you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. Keep going.
But it shows us going directly to the sanctuary on the Caribbean Princess and reserving our sanctuary.
Yeah, location. Jacob, just hurry really fast.
Yeah, just
like we look at the deck plan of the ship we're going to get on so that we know how to get there.
Yeah.
So yeah, do that, and let me know if you get it. Okay, when you get back. Let's see. Oh, Thomas is in Indianapolis.
Eddie's asking about.
Let's see. Did you cover the matching status yet? So I did yesterday in my video, and then we talked about it some here, Eddie. But we think it's awesome to sum it all up. I think it's great. And I put up in my video yesterday the chart that Royal Caribbean Group announced as part of their press release that kind of gives you an idea of where you are in your loyalty, how to line up on the other lines. Okay, what are you laughing at?
I gotta jump ahead.
Oh my gosh, so sorry. Okay, we gotta hurry. Hannah. Jeffrey's right. Yep, I always say that to Gordon. Yep. If you're not a fan of magic, Angela, yes, you'll still enjoy Spellbound because you know what? I'm really not a fan of magic myself. Like no, I don't seek after magic shows. I go to magic shows occasionally on a cruise ship. but it's really not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the experience just of, we didn't get to have dinner. So they didn't have the dinner part going of Spellbound when we were on the ship in March. So we just got to enter Spellbound and experience it right from entering that area of the ship. But it was really cool. It is really cool. It is so cool. They did a really, really good job with it. They've got some of the memorabilia actually from the Magic Castle there in Hollywood. They have the people who work there, the magicians have worked at the Magic Castle. So they're really good. And, sometimes you go to magic shows and part of the experience, you don't even have to. If you don't want to go in, they've got a little room. How many people would sit in there? Like 20 or 30 people?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to go watch the magic show, you can just enjoy yourself sitting in the main room area. But you know how sometimes you go to magic shows and you're like, oh, that's something. I see how they did that. Like that happens kind of often. The guy did a really good job. It wasn't like that at all. He was nice anyway, fun to listen to. But then just the whole experience of being in there, it was really cool. Yeah. I would say it's like 360. Do it at least once, right? So
someone just
I would recommend that.
Here, that they only saw 6.
Oh,
I see 56 right
everybody
now.
hurry up and do a thumbs up, okay?
Yeah.
I was teasing Gordon the other night. I'm like, we should ask people if they have 2 devices in their house to please do 2 accounts. We're just gonna get to 1 million subscribers. We're just gonna. So anyway, thanks everybody for hitting the thumbs up. But you know what? Would I go on the Sun Princess just to experience Spellbound? I just might. It's a beautiful ship anyway. It's a different thing for Princess. I am excited to see like what the performances in the dome look like. That wasn't going when we were there either, but just the whole ship is beautiful. A lot of really different experiences and opportunities that we haven't had on Princess before. So I think it's worth trying once, and then you'll know if you want to come back. So hopefully that will help. Yeah. Thanks, Angela.
Yeah. Love Boat.
Not seeing any new posts on the Facebook Love Boat group cruise site. Maybe cruisers not aware of your Facebook group site. Oh, hey Cheryl, thanks for saying that.
So we have
just tell them, would you?
Yeah, we have just over 7,000 in the Facebook group for Let's Go.
No. Cheryl, send anybody our way, would you?
And thanks. And I've made those subgroups about each one of the each one of the group cruises.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But we also, I need to, now that we're really close to British Isles, I need to post a little bit more.
I think that there's another Facebook group, maybe about the Love Boat cruise. I think I came across one.
Oh,
I could be wrong, but okay, everybody, if you're coming on the Love Boat group cruise, and if you're not, you should think about coming because it's a great price for a cruise. It's New England round trip out of New York on August 31st. So it's over Labor Day weekend. So if you have to miss work, there's one day right there that you don't have to count as a vacation day. But yeah, it's round trip out of New York. It's the Love Boat. The cast, 4 of the original cast members from the TV show are going to be there. So yeah, come and join us. And we've got a Facebook little group as well. So if you're going to go on that, take a look. And it's a fun place to talk about things. Let's see. Joya says, doing a transatlantic. Oh, on the Caribbean Princess in November. Any thoughts considering this is an older ship without the new specialty restaurants? This is what I think.
It's got a crown grill. So that's a standard specialty.
You know what it does? Yeah. So a lot of the princess ships are that way, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of the newer specialty restaurants we're seeing are on the Sun Princess, and what we're looking at coming on the Star, we don't know yet. But a lot of those, so it doesn't have the catch by. Well, does it have the catch by Rudy now? I'd have to look if it has the catch by Rudy. If anybody knows and wants to pop it down in there, do. But I think you're going to have a wonderful time. We love the Caribbean Princess. We thoroughly enjoyed. Oh, Jeffrey, I could hug you. Thank you. They do have 2 specialty restaurants and 2 of the casual dining venues. Thanks for saying that. And I would say, you know what? I haven't done a transatlantic yet because with Gordon, he has to be to work on certain days. He can only have so many vacation days a year. I have not used any of our days as a transatlantic, but we're going to do that. When we retire, we're going to do transatlantics like crazy. We're going to go to Europe, go on cruises, take the Transatlantic home. We're going to have a grand time. So if you need suggestions on travel, I can help you with that. But I think it's going to be fabulous. And I think the really nice thing about what people tell me about a Transatlantic, and I'm familiar with the itinerary on that November Transatlantic, I think that to keep in mind is you go through, like, look at the different nights of the cruise and look at a point when you're going to want to shake things up a bit, put your specialty dining on that night. But other than that, when we've been on a longer cruise, I've had the experience that they do a nice job of switching things up in the main dining room. They don't just offer the same thing every night. And with different entertainment and different things going on board, I think that it'll be great. Yeah. I really do. I love the Caribbean Princess.
Oh, beautiful ship.
I think it'll be lovely. Yeah. So I hope that helps. Thanks for adding that, Jeffrey. I appreciate it.
We really like their sanctuary, and that pool in the back was a lot of fun.
Very much so. I forget. Did you say you're doing a Princess transfer or Uber on my New England cruise?
We don't know
KC. Yet. Oh, no, we're doing the transfer.
Oh, are we?
Yeah. We're going to be at that airport to meet the sweetest people at 8:30 in the morning, and then we're going. So, yeah. I'm so
the cost.
Like, that's going to be a highlight. So
that one's not
the one-way cost. So round trip per person is $108. So that would be $54 one direction. So I'll tell you, Casey, when I went by myself last September, I had booked an Uber in advance and it got canceled that morning. And so I was at the TWA airport there. Nope, the TWA hotel there at the airport. And it kept not getting picked up. My ride didn't get picked up. So I just walked right back over to the airport, got a taxi. They have a taxi stand and just walked right back over. And I want to say it was between $50 and $60 for that taxi down to the port. So I think it's kind of similar. Now, a taxi will depend, on traffic. It gets a little more expensive the longer you sit in traffic.
But the bus will too. Oh, no,
the bus
won't. I'm sorry. You meant the time.
It'll take longer,
okay.
But it won't cost more.
I thought you meant the timing, but yeah.
So,
it may be a pretty penny. Who knows?
But anyway, I think there you go. So you could try, and I don't know why I wasn't getting an Uber picked up. I don't know if it's not convenient for them to come over to the TWA hotel.
Yeah, that or they why had it just to go wasn't out working. To that outer area or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, but you said it was how much on the taxi?
It was somewhere between $50 and $60.
Yeah, but if you put two of you in the taxi,
then it's worth it. See, because I was just by myself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully that helps you.
Another question here.
Hey Lucy, sure it's nice to see you. Booked on the Majestic to Alaska in August. When did the Wi-Fi go to $175? I think it was $120 in January. So let's divide this out, my dear. Is that a 7-day cruise?
But remember, they had that.
They increased it. I was just gonna say it was $750 because it was $14.99. Was it February?
I think.
Oh, you're awesome. It was February. Because it went from $14.99 a day to $24.99 a day. So I think that's probably what you're looking at. Yeah. So wait, let me, I can't, I don't know what the 120 was from, but anyway, it's gone up. But I'm going to say, if you compare where the Wi-Fi sits on Princess, that you get unlimited and you get the fast Wi-Fi, like even on Celebrity, they have the basic Wi-Fi and the premium Wi-Fi, and you have to pay more. So like the basic will get you like on Celebrity, and same for Norwegian, you have to pay more. Like if you just get the regular free at sea with Norwegian, you're going to get 150 minutes. And so if you want more, like I started talking about Celebrity, you're going to have to pay for the premium if you want to watch a video. The other will let you like check your email, look at your social media type stuff. And so, I don't know. I think it's good. So tell me what you think about the Wi-Fi there. So yeah, Lucy, it has gone up. So, oh, you watched it. Yeah, Crown Grill is, did I forget to put that in there? Okay, I'll tell you all. The Crown Grill is going to go to, I was so excited. I forgot what I was doing there. Hang on. So the Crown Grill will move to the Reserve Collection restaurant. So if I didn't say that, I'm sorry. So the Signature Suite restaurant is going, well, anyway, it might be a little mixed up. Anyway,
stuff is moving.
Yeah, there's still going to be a Crown Grill. Thanks, David, for asking me that. Thank you. I don't know why. I still, every time I record a video, I get nervous. So, and
Thank you,
Chris, thank you.
Kind.
That is
thank
so
you for
sweet.
the super chat.
Thanks. Thank you. And I love your picture every time I see that. So, oh, wait. Okay. Well,
Jeffrey says no catch on by Rudy on the Caribbean. Let me get back to where we were.
Yeah, I was thinking. I think that last year they added that like right at the beginning of the Alaska cruise season to like, I think I know the Enchanted Princess has it. The Discovery Princess has it. The Ceregal, we didn't try to book it for this cruise. Mm-mm. So I think it's just the bigger. I'll quit talking until I verify. Yeah.
Trish left.
See you, Trish.
Good night.
Yeah.
Here we go. There we go.
Took 3 days, Kiki says, for the stock perks to show up once she had the authorization to go ahead. Thank you very much.
And Larry can't wait for our ship tour.
Larry, you're a love, and that is on my list of things to do. We're going to do a good job. So
this is the link to the stock perks. Someone asked another question. I just put up a link just now about group cruises. When we get to it, you'll see.
Yeah, Kirsten, it sure is nice to see you. And if Melissa's here, thank you. Let's see. Kim says she's frustrated with the Princess website. This is how I live my life. So, no, that was meaner than I meant. But it is. It's having. They're having a lot of trouble. I know they're having trouble because they've been having trouble with their Excursion. For a minute today, they worked right. I could just click on the Excursion button and it worked. But I know the last few days come and go. You'd have to right mouse click on it to get it popped up. But she says today it's showing the Premier and Plus packages for the same price. Sometimes it won't allow me to choose the Plus or the Premier. I wonder if they're getting ready for an upgrade. I don't know. But with having the ability to, change how you're going to book that dining with changing how they're doing the main dining rooms, I would like to think they're getting ready for an upgrade. Did I remember to talk about that today in my video? Did I talk about that?
About
the Princess
app? I thought you did. I don't remember.
Okay.
We talked about it, you and I.
I know.
So this... someone had a question about where do we find information about our group cruises. Here's our website that talks about them. She was asking about like the Antarctica one. It's going to be on the Sapphire Princess
on January 25th, 2026. Is Monica asking what ship? It's the Sapphire.
Yeah.
Is that the right question? If it's not popping in there.
Yeah. First she asked about the group cruise and then about the ship.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? You make up your mind because so it used to be that it was May 31st was the deadline. If you wanted to book and get that fabulous onboard credit, like for our balcony room, it's $1,800 of onboard credit. What do I want to tell you? But they moved that deadline to July 31st, but it won't keep going. So at least we never know, right? Let's see. I'll be flying in late for a cruise out of San Pedro on Discovery. Should we stay by the airport? Oh, like late at night.
We've gone.
Well, you know what? Down by the pier there's that Crown Plaza that we're going to have to do that. Maybe we'll do that when we go the next time, which will probably be in February when we go for the Panama Canal cruise, because they say that Crown Plaza is a great hotel. I believe breakfast is included and the shuttle. They take you over to the cruise port. Yeah. And so if you're getting in late when traffic won't be a big deal, that might be a really good option because, they run the transfers, but the more people, like if you were just came into the airport and we're going to get an Uber or a cab out to the cruise port in the evening when there's not a bunch of traffic, that might be a nice idea because then you're there.
Yeah, when there's no traffic, it's only like 35 to 40 minutes.
And but if you want to stay somewhere, we've stayed at the Hilton LAX a couple of times, like 3 or 4 times now. Mm-hmm. And there's a Marriott that's right there that Princess uses as their hotel. They cost the same pretty much. So.
And if you fly into Long Beach, it's only 20 minutes without traffic. To the port.
That's true.
And there's a couple of Hampton Inns and some other similar type of hotels.
Sometimes it costs more to fly into Long Beach, though.
Sometimes, yeah. So and there's usually only 1 or 2 flights there versus the 6 or 7.
Yeah.
At least for us. Tom was asked, let's see, where was the question? Here.
Hi, Gina. Nice to see you. Tom says, where is the Facebook group for the Alaska cruise?
So I put a link, right?
Can you tell people how to get to him? Got Life, Liberty, and Guns here. Hey, it's
right
good
here.
To see you.
if you click on this link, it will take you to our Facebook group with a link with the event for the Love Boat Cruise.
Yeah, and thank you, Linda. She told us the Rudy, the Catch by Rudy is on the Star, the Sun. Those are coming. Well, I guess we got the Sun. And the Discovery, Enchanted Sky, and Majestic. So, yeah. So that's awesome. So Mead in Seattle. So here's the thing, and people that have been already, let us know when we so I haven't done rideshare before, but people have let me know that have done Ubers and taxis. Well, this is what you should know about Ubers and taxis is that when you take them out to the cruise port, they don't let Ubers go clear up to the cruise terminal. So you have to disembark the Uber and walk the rest of the way up to the cruise terminal. So if that bothers you, don't do an Uber. The taxi, they will let clear up to the door there right at the terminal and you can get off. But Ubers, they say cost a whole lot more on cruise day. I've heard people say $70 one direction from over by the airport to get over to the cruise port. So I would say it depends probably on how many people you're taking. But if you're doing just you, it's probably something of a toss-up, right? So I would just say use whichever is more convenient for you. I always think it's kind of fun to go on the transfer because then you're getting on, with people that are going to go. We're all excited. At least I'm excited. Some people aren't, but a lot of people are excited to get going. Oh, Liz, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I hope we get the chance to meet you too. I got to find your picture so I can look for you. Thank you.
Some confetti.
Thanks,
too.
Liz.
Thanks for the
Thank
super
you
thanks.
very, very much. That's really sweet of you. Thanks. Thank you. So let's see. That was Linda. Oh, you know what? Cook for Life. They're doing that Queen Mary to Northern Lights.
Ooh,
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I have seen that. I have looked at that cruise. Yeah, it's going to be great. I will say for people that were looking at going on the Cunard cruise for the solar eclipse, they have a volcano erupting right now and visibility is so low. So it's just hard to know what you're going to get. But that the Northern Lights, that's a whole different topic. For some reason, Cunard clicked in my head with that. But I am really excited to follow you guys along on that. You do a really good job. So 2 transatlantic crossings. Lori. So there's a lot of there's a few of them that I know. We've stayed at the Ibis there. There's a few Ibises there in Barcelona, so we've stayed at those a lot. There's one right by Sagrada Familia that I particularly enjoy. That neighborhood is safe. If I end up going by myself in September, that I would stay there and I would put my luggage down and go walk around by myself. I feel like I wouldn't at night, but I don't do anything at night by myself. Going somewhere like that, but I think that's really nice. And there's a few other ones people have talked about. Sherry, are you here? I don't think Sherry is, but I wish I could remember. They just stayed in one I recommended and they really enjoyed it. So there's a lot. And the really important thing to remember about Barcelona, well, in any city, is to look at what you want to see the very most and where you want to spend the most time, and then book your hotel accordingly. Because if you want to spend more time over by Sagrada Familia, it's handy. They've got 2 different companies of hop-on, hop-off buses that pick up right there. Then book over by that way, and it's also walkable to go use their metro. I've done that. But you can also book closer to the Gothic Quarter. You can book closer over to Las Ramblas, that whole area where there are so many eating places, so many shopping places, just things to see. You walk down and see the Christopher Columbus monument. So really, I would say look at where you want to spend more of your time and book accordingly. So, oh, thank you, Pat. She says Regal has Rudy some nights down in the Lido, but I think they're going to move to deck 5. Well, we'll have to see. So Pat was just on. That's where they got married, was on the Regal Princess. Still waiting for pictures. But I'm just excited for you guys. So, oh, hi, Patty. Thank you. It was my best friend. So it's nice to see you. Thanks for coming.
Well,
were there any other big questions?
No, we're over.
Okay.
I think we talked We hit all that.
Okay, let me tell Angela this. So she just went to the Princess app and tried to book Spellbound, and there were no reservations for any days. Is there a wait list? You know what? They don't have a wait list. So here's what I would do. I would keep watching it and just see if availability pops up, because people do cancel because they change their plans. But then when you get on board, I would right away go try to book it or get on the wait list there, because I don't know for sure they have a wait list. I would like to think they would, because they do for things like Chef's Table and the 360. They had a wait list for the 360 when we were just on the Discovery. And so I would bet they would for Spellbound, because the cruise lines also want to fill up any late cancellations. So that's what I would do, because like when you look at 360 and you look at other of these things, they don't let 100% of the reservations get booked. They always leave a little bit of wiggle room for people to book on board. So I'd go there first. That's what I would do, and see if you can get booked. So let's see. Oh, Holly's talking about the DoubleTree in San Pedro. Is it the DoubleTree? Did I call it the wrong thing?
No. Well,
oh no, that's in San Pedro.
Thank
you very much.
Yeah.
They have parking for those that need a shuttle to the port in the morning. Sign up for the shuttle as soon as you check in. Thanks for saying that very much. The DoubleTree in San Pedro. That's another good option for you, Chris. Yeah. So anything else big?
We got it.
Okay. Anybody have anything else urgent before we go? It is really good to see all of you. So nice to spend some time on a Friday night with you all. So don't forget to watch our videos. Don't forget, share them on social media or with anyone that you think that they would benefit. We really appreciate all of your wonderful support and help. And we'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. Thanks again for coming tonight. God bless you. Love you. Bye.